The Quadair drone homepage, it describes a pretty amazing device, and it's extremely compelling to get one, compelling enough for me to actually get one. So obviously a lot of praise, a lot of features, a lot of really attractive attributes. It's all ram-packed into this little device. It's got a powerful battery that lasts 30 minutes, easy control, nature-inspired, and a lot of additional functionalities of all kinds with pretty amazing stats that put it up there with maybe not the high-end drones, but certainly up towards the slightly much more expensive drones, making it very, very, very compatible. And with functionality like headless mode, and you've got an HD camera and gravity sensing. And if you don't know drones that well, if you haven't spent months and months doing research, all of these things sounds absolutely unique and amazing. Well, maybe not unique, but certainly amazing. So you got all of these features, and then you move on to all the reviews that are absolutely sterling. Everyone loves this device. It's just really amazing. And then you got so many different options to pay the base price, and then a bit of extra for this and that, until you cobble together something that is truly amazing. And you got all the HD video footage, and and then the good thing is to know that you're going to have a really good support and being taken care of as a valued customer. So this is absolutely amazing. So I decided to go for it. So this is the order confirmation. And after a few days I thought, okay, let's see where it is, because what's here on the website is that it's free express tracked shipping worldwide. So okay, let's open this link and pop in the tracking number, and not found. And this is where it's been all the time. It's never changed. This has never worked. So after a few days, I started to get a bit concerned, because the link is still not working. I haven't heard anything from them, and it's just quiet. So on 28th of December, I'm just asking them what's going on. Is this because, can't I track it because it's not right in New Zealand yet? And just asking, is there any way I can figure out where it is? Nothing back at all. So then on 4th of January, I'm just asking them, can you just respond? It's just been not a word from them whatsoever. And then on Friday the 6th of January, I'm starting to think that, okay, this is a hoax. I just been had. It's pretty sophisticated, pretty good, and pretty amazing, but somehow I just think I've been had. So I'm just saying, tracking is working. You're not responding. Tell me what's going on. You really need to tell me what's going on right now. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So then finally on 11th of January, I tried to call the support number in New Zealand. It's from their support page. So I called this number here, and it's not even connected. At which time I thought, right, this is not boding very well. So that's when I'm sending this last message, and saying your support number is not even connected. I just had enough. I want my money back. And the reason I'm saying that is because they are saying that if you want to return the unused products, please do so by sending us an email with a reason. So that's effectively what I'm doing here. So I'm just trying to just get back the money because I simply do not believe in this anymore. And saying that you really have to respond, and it's also been 4 weeks. Then on Friday, 2 days later, the drone finally actually arrived. But to this day, I still haven't heard a single word from them, even though I explicitly asked them that I want my money back, and I want my money back now. So much for customer service. Right, so this is what it looks like. A little box. And here we have a few things. I ordered extra batteries that was provided. Back with the shortest USB cable in history. Little screwdriver and some extra blades. I actually, or propellers, I actually ordered a few extras, so got those there. Then the controller, the legendary fake antenna, and we got actually a bunch of propeller protections or whatever it's called, and the little bugger itself. So, and it's light. It's very, very light. Without the battery, it's like feather light. Sorry, it's not bigger than that. So yeah, so that's effectively what's on the box. And then we do have some Chinese instructions at the bottom with a few very brief descriptions telling you to use the Wi-Fi UFO app and so on, which I'll get to in a bit. So that's what it looks like. So that's what you get out of the box. And then it's the matter of the onboard SD card for high definition footage, and it's nowhere to be seen. So here we are, first test flight outdoors. Just popping the batteries in there. And we are ready to go. So first we switch on the drone, and the through blue indicator's a bit difficult to see in the sun there. And then up and down on the control to synchronize it with the drone. And we're off! We are off. Very wobbly. It's quite difficult to fly outside compared to indoors. There's a very faint breeze. You can barely see it, but it still affects the flying quite a lot. And then we're switching to headless mode. So now all of a sudden the directions left, right, so it will remain left, right, independently of whether the drone has been rotated or not. Makes it much easier to fly it. He said and crashed. The second test flight. And what I'm doing here is trying to get the hang of flying the drone when it's a bit windy. You can't see very clearly that it's any wind at all, but it's actually a bit, well, not gusty, but it's enough to move the drone around quite a lot, which proved a bit challenging because, well, I've not really flown a drone before. So I do manage to get it reasonably stable in the end, but it's very wobbly and a bit all over the place and very keen on flying around. So what I've done there is that I try to increase the speed so that it's easy to compensate for the wind, but I don't really notice much of a difference. So I tried one more time, and I'm still not really noticing much of a difference, especially not when I'm flying around this fairly cramped little area and trying to compensate for the wind coming in. Right, we've got some advanced flying coming on up here. That's the 360 flip, and yes! So I'm feeling pretty pleased with myself here, in full control.
Too much wind?
Not really. Next up is automatic start, where you just press the up button to launch the drone automatically. At this time I still feel pretty confident. I'm getting seriously skilled flipping and flying, and I'm in absolute control. Just look at this. Unfortunately, all good things will have to come to an end, and in the case with the drone, it's too quick. The batteries run out really quickly. You just start having fun and then it goes down. Fortunately, I bought 2 batteries, but they each last about like 6 minutes, so it's still way too short. So why haven't there been any first-person view footage? Oh, here's the reason. Right, so looking at the network here, switching the drone on, it's starting up, and it's going to produce a Wi-Fi network that you can connect to. It's turning up there now, the Wi-Fi, UFO, and a bunch of digits there. So we connect to that. The phone is a bit hesitant as usual, and there we are, just doing this last little jiggle to sort all of everything out. And I've got the details here, so it's connected okay, alright. So now it should only be a matter of firing up the app, and as you can see we've got a very angry red connect device there, and if I connect it's just a blank screen, so it's not connecting correctly. It's not that much I can do this time, so I'm just going to switch the drone off and wait for the Wi-Fi to disappear. So I'm doing that on fast forward, so a bit of time here. So I tried this on 2 phones and 3 different applications, and all of those applications are supposed to be compatible and recommended for the eChine E58, which is actually what this hardware is under all the branding, and I just can't get it to work. So, what is the conclusion? Well, I've now done a lot of Googling. I watched a lot of reviews, really good reviews, many of them pretty much all of them much better and professional than this one, and much more exhaustive, and maybe scientific as well. I'll provide some links in the description to these reviews, so I think you really should watch those as well. So, it's really a toy drone. It's not a hoax, but it's a toy drone, and you should pay like $50, perhaps maybe $100 US, but you shouldn't really be paying more than that, and I certainly did. The camera, it should really work. I'm not sure why it's not working. I might just be doing something wrong, so I wouldn't just say that, oh, the camera is not working, period. No, I might have gotten something wrong. Absolutely acknowledge that. Also seen longer flight times being reported. So, as I said, this is my subjective take on it. It's not a exhaustive, completely objective review of this specific drone. It's really my experience of doing an impulse purchase online, maybe a bit too rashly without too much research leading up to it, and my experience of the customer service and having the first drone in my possession, trying it out and getting it to work and so on, based on the expectations I had, and well, it was a bit lackluster. I can definitely admit to that, and the customer service has not been amazing. And I would suggest that if you're going to get this drone, which is not too bad a drone if you pay the right price for it, you should most likely go to a different place than Quadair to get it, and you could probably get it for a slightly lower price. I would suggest maybe $100 tops. So the drone itself, it's not too bad if you pay the right price. Buying it from Quadair, I would not recommend it. I do believe you can find it cheaper from a different place, and most likely with a slightly better customer service than I experienced. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.